All right, guys, new issue. A lot of you have been talking about it in the group. Let's get started. I'm going to walk through the process so that in case you're like, man, do I need a business entity? Do I need any of this? You're going to see exactly what happens on my screen so that you don't have to worry about it. I'll try to whip this video out as quick as possible. I don't normally record videos today, but I will try to get it out tonight or tomorrow so that those of you who are just now experiencing it can get through it quickly. Basically, it's this. Please provide business information within 3 days. So this is a new thing that just happened, but I want to go ahead and record a video just in case it's useful. You may or may not ever experience this. This may just be a temporary obstacle they've thrown in right now as of recording the video. But I log into my marketplace and there is an alert at the top of the page that says provide information to keep selling with shipping. If you don't provide and or verify business details by December 17th, customers may be unable to purchase your items sold with shipping. The details you provide will be displayed on your listings as required by law to give customers a more transparent experience. This is kind of weird because this is on a personal marketplace and it asks you to verify business details. So again, this is new. I'm going to dive in. I didn't want to not record this just in the event that I go through it and I never remember how to explain it or anything. Plus, you can just see it as I do it here. Along with this, the first thing I got was last night, there was an email I got that said, action required, please, or provide business information within 3 days. And then it's a Facebook email. It says you have 3 days to provide the required information. Hi, Cameron. To comply with new regulations, we need to collect and display the following information about your business. Again, this is a little confusing to me because it says Facebook business, but it's not necessarily for a shop or anything. It's really just for my personal marketplace. So it's kind of, I don't really know. But either way, it says we'll need a phone number, email address, business type, and business address. Okay, cool. So not sure yet. It doesn't say it needs an EIN of any kind, and it doesn't say that it needs a business registration number, like when you open up an LLC or something. Those aren't on that list. So I don't think you can technically just be a sole proprietor without ever buying into a business with your state. You can register that, but you really don't you're just going to be deemed a sole proprietor from what I understand. So maybe that's what they mean, and the term business is kind of confusing. We understand that this is peak holiday shopping season, but the process should only take a few minutes. Your ability to sell to buyers in Arkansas. Some people say Arkansas. I'm in Kansas, so we call it Arkansas. On Facebook and Instagram may be restricted if you don't provide the required information by December 17th, 2021. And today is December 15th, 2021. And I got this email yesterday on the 14th in the evening. And there's a get started button. So I am going to go ahead and hit open link from my email to see if it's any different than when you can see here it says complete verification. And it says the 4 criteria as I mentioned before. And I'm going to go back in my marketplace here and I'm going to do the provide information to keep selling with shipping that I mentioned earlier and see if it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. So the email alert that I got and the alert in my marketplace itself generated the same exact pop-up window where it says complete verification. You can see here. Cool. Both tabs show the same thing. So I'm just going to do the one from Marketplace, where I clicked Get Started. All right, as a reminder, this is for personal marketplace. So this isn't for a Facebook shop where we are selling on a create a page type situation where we're selling on a Facebook page. This is a personal marketplace. All right, let's get going. Now's a great time to like the video, by the way, before I get started, if you appreciate this. Okay, your ability to sell a marketplace may be restricted if you do not provide the following required regulatory information: seller email, seller phone number, seller address, merchant type. Okay, I'm gonna hit start verification. Provide an email address that we can display on your shop. Okay, we'll send a confirmation code to this email address. The code will be valid for 24 hours. All right, so the verbiage here is tricky. And this might get ironed out here shortly, but as of right now, as of today, December 15th, 2021, when this is becoming a thing and a bunch of people are having this in the group, I've been seeing people post about this, I've just been waiting to do my own verification for a video. It's tricky because, again, this is in Marketplace, but it's using verbiage that says this can be displayed on your shop, which Facebook Shops is a specific verbiage for a whole other type of selling situation that utilizes Marketplace. So this makes me think they're going to use Marketplace and kind of put a facade up there where it kind of feels a little bit more legitimate when sellers are selling. I don't know. That's just a guess as of right now. But I'm going to go ahead and type in my CameronLawrenceBusiness at gmail.com. So I was going to put my normal email address that's tied to this personal Facebook account, which is not this email address. It's my personal one that I use for everything else. But if this is going to be displayed to people, I don't want that. CameronLawrenceBusiness at gmail.com is the one I put on my YouTube channel. It is. What's tricky too is this is tied to a shop that I have and a whole other Facebook account that I have. So this could cause me some problems because this Facebook account or this email is the sign-in email for my alternate Facebook account, my duplicate account that I run the group with and I do everything else. So hopefully this doesn't flag anything and this is more just an on-the-surface information, not anything they're going to cross-reference. But if it does screw me over, I'll make sure to let you know. Send code. Perfect. It's going to send that code. It is sending to my email address. I'm going to pop into that email inbox. And you won't really see this because it's just my personal email. I'll cut to it once I have the email pulled up. All right. I don't have anything yet. I'm just going to verify that I typed in everything correctly. CameronLawrenceBusiness at gmail.com. I type too fast. You guys who comment a lot know that I don't spell things correctly all the time. All right. We have it. Confirm email to display with your seller information. All right. Looks like our code is right here. The code is valid for 24 hours. I'm going to come in here and that didn't help me out. All right. All right. Copy paste did not work. So I'm going to have to go in and actually type it. All right. Let me just verify that I did that correctly. Okay. I'm going to hit complete verification. All right. Provide phone number. Provide a phone number that we can display on your shop. We'll send a confirmation code to this number. This code will be valid for 24 hours. This might be great if you have like a WhatsApp number or an alternate phone number that's not your personal phone number, because it would suck to have people call you. This kind of sucks for me because I have the YouTube channel and some of you guys end up finding my actual personal seller account, which sucks. You know, I'm not mad at you, but you know, it sucks because personally you get to spy on my items and then see like my family and stuff, which isn't ever, you know, a good idea. But if you're not in a public space at all, you know, I'm not huge, but it does happen. This might be where you want to do a WhatsApp number. All right. So one thing that I didn't really read before telling you all that was just this easy information down below. It says, is this a personal phone number? If yes, the number won't appear on your commerce profile. Okay, crisis averted. Facebook thought of that. Okay, so I did just put my number in there and I clicked yes so that it doesn't show on my personal profile. Send code. So they're going to verify. Oh God. I just had okay. I'm having a phone call. Okay.
Your verification code is 6607. Your verification code is 66.
Okay, so just be aware that they call you and just start saying the code on an automated system. And I got the code, I've typed it in, and I'm going to hit complete verification. Address on record. You provided this address when you set up shipping. To edit the address, contact Facebook support. Is this a residential address? If so, only your state will be displayed on your commerce profile. I'm going to hit yes. That's great. Do you have an so when you click yes, it adds another option. It says, do you have an alternate business address to display publicly? If so, please provide the address in the following step. Otherwise, only the state from your residential address will show on your commerce profile. I'm going to say no, I don't have an alternate business address. If you do have one that you want to use, feel free, but most of us aren't going to be doing this because we're dropshipping from home. Okay, merchant type. Do you sell your marketplace listings on other platforms? This won't be displayed, but we still need to confirm it. I do not, but feel free, if you sell on Amazon and eBay or Walmart or any of those other marketplaces, Mercari, Etsy, feel free to hit yes. I don't know what the ramifications for that are, or if there are any. I'm going to hit no, and then I'm going to choose my merchant type. Okay, so this gives us the option of manufacturer, importer, or reseller. I'm going to choose reseller. We may find in the coming days or weeks that it's smarter to choose something else, and that just sucks. But most businesses are resellers. I mean, you go to any retail local business in your town, city, whatever. If they're selling a product, they bought it wholesale and are reselling it. I know that's not, you could technically just deem reseller as somebody who resells like salvage stuff or any of that, but it's definitely not an importer and you're definitely not the manufacturer. So I'm going to do reseller and I'm going to hit done. You are all set. The following information will display on your commerce profile. If you need to update this information, please contact support. Done. Okay, now I'm just going to let that sit for a second. And I am going to refresh the page and see if the thing went away. It's still there, but I'm just going to let it sit in there and see what happens. Maybe I will get something in the coming days that alert me to an update that this was successful. So this was really just to assist you in going through this process so you know what questions are going to be asked up front. As you can see, after following me through that, there's no actual business information they asked for, like when you actually set up a legal business entity. It wasn't anything like that. So just know you can do this, no problem, and it's not going to be anything crazy. Just wanted to provide a little bit of comfort or confirmation if it sucked. So now mine's done. I'm sure my other Facebook profile will get this soon. I haven't gotten an email for it yet, but I very well could. One more thing before I finish that I didn't touch on a minute ago. I don't know if you just you guys just let me slip past this information. There, it said that something about Arkansas, and I just brushed past that without thinking about it. I don't know why that was the thing. I'm in Kansas. Everything I have applied address-wise and setup-wise is definitely in Kansas. So I don't know if they just picked a random state or what justified it saying that to continue selling in Arkansas, this was going to be the issue. So I don't know what that was about because I'm definitely not in there, not like selling there specifically. I've never even used that as like an address when or a city when I sell on Marketplace. Don't know what that was about. But either way, we're here now, and I'm not going to hit get started again because I just want to let that information I submitted sit. There have been things in the past where we've submitted stuff and the little queue to fix it still remains as a pop-up window, and then eventually after a little bit of time it goes away. So I'm going to just hope for that, and then if it's still there by the end of the 17th where it says the expiration of this is where I need to verify by, I'll hit it again and then maybe just redo the whole process just in case. But other than that, ways to support the channel, feel free to check in my description. I do have a course that I also recorded this video for. You'll find this video in my course because it's so specific and I can only do the process once. I'm actually just going to copy this video in a little bit different of a format, put it in my course. And this is the type of stuff that's in that course. So if you're interested, you just started and you're like, damn, these things are kind of confusing. This is the type of stuff I do. So feel free to buy the course. Link is in the description. Also, if you want to automate your Facebook Marketplace, price tracking and all that stuff, I always talk about FBM Fox. That link is in the description. We didn't need them today for this process because they don't have anything to do with this, and this is brand new. So you didn't hear about them today, but a bunch of my videos mention FBM Fox. Link is in the description for them. There's a 10% discount code in there as well. I think if you just use the link, it auto applies that though. So even if you use the free lister, if you sign up with my code and link, if you ever decide to pay for something in the future, it gives you a little bit of a kick and helps support the channel as well. Last thing, like and subscribe. Comment down below if this was useful or if you have any other issues that maybe you didn't see on my screen. That way I can give you some information. Other people might be able to help you and we can get this all figured out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.